does this, to be fair, but it outstripped over by far other countries' reclamation activities. It actually shows no signs of abating. How did they manage to do this? Hundreds of millions of tons of sand, coral have been dredged. So they dredged the sea, they dumped, on top of this fragile coral existence, sand. And marine experts expect that, this has already caused disastrous and irreversible environmental impact. So what does China say? It says it justifies the activities because they fall within Chinese sovereignty. Of course, I completely disagree with that. If you look at these islands, these are really subject to dispute. And since it's subject to dispute, it's really bad faith for a claimant to completely and irreversibly alter their geographical characters. So imagine what happens one day if a case is brought before an international court who has jurisdiction and in its resolved, and then it onto a country other than China. So you're already looking at a scenario where not just the damage, but what China has done is really in bad faith and in prejudice to the potential owners of these features. And if you recall, as I said, these are features which in the natural state are underwater at high tide. They're more than nautical miles from other islands. And under customary international law, no country is allowed to claim sovereignty over them. So you're looking at Mischief Reef, Subi Reef. They cannot be claimed, so because they are below water at high tide. Therefore, if you build features over them, they're actually illegal. And you can say that to China, these are illegal. These are illegally constructed, and it's illegal for any other country to claim sovereignty over these features as well. Quite technically, if you look at the convention, it does not allow China to build artificial islands or to use them. And if you look at the convention, they only permitted a safety zone that extends at most to 500 meters. If you look at the marine environmental damage component, we look at Articles 192, 193. It's clear that China is violating the protection of the marine environment. You can also look at provisions looking at the South China Sea as a semi-enclosed seas, where states have the obligation to protect and preserve the marine environment and so on. So it's clear that China is violating these obligations to a convention which is a party to. I think that should be sufficient. If this slide is just a graphical depiction of the land area that China has built, the reclamation activities of China, compared to the other 5 claimants. So you can see the massive disparity. So it's not just catching up; it's really changing the landscape entirely. I need to rush through. And apologies for the interruptions. So these are just dates to look at when you look at the arbitration. So the Philippines submitted a notification under Article 287 and Annex 7 of the Law of the Sea Convention in 2013. So that initiated the arbitral proceedings. The Chinese delegation, China, of course, rejected that. They returned the Philippine notification in February. So what happened after that? China made known its position through various means, through the letters to the arbitral tribunal, as well as other means, and specifically a position paper which the court read as its position vis-a-vis the case.